Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital. Martin secretly drugs Ronnie. Betrayal bombshell. General Hospital hints there is a big twist ahead in this Ronnie Bard, Erica Slezak, drugging story because it seems it is not the culprit that she thinks it is. It could be Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, who did the deed when he crashed the tea party. We're going to talk about how Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, being accused of the drugging might have been exactly what Martin intended to happen if he is the one who roofied Ronnie, and I do think he is. So early this week, we had Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, Amanda Setton, throwing a tea party at the mansion with the best intentions so that Ronnie could meet movers and shakers and make some friends in Port Charles. BLQ is hoping to get Ronnie integrated into the community on General Hospital. This is so that she will stay and not sell the Q mansion out from under them. If you recall, Martin showed up at the tea party claiming that he thought his niece, Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens Bruning, had left her phone at the courthouse, but she said, "No, it's not mine." She even showed Martin that she had her phone in her purse. So he told Lulu, "Whoops," and he started to act like he was going to leave, but he was kind of doing it slowly. Then he got what he wanted because Stella Henry, Vernee Watson, invited him to join them and come meet Ronnie. I highly doubt Martin was actually going to walk out the front door because he had faked a reason to be there. But after Stella invited him to join, Martin was sure to wave around the phone he claimed was Lulu's, kind of making sure everybody knew he was there on accident and that he wasn't just crashing with some intent. Red flags at the tea party on GH. The case against Martin Gray. I don't know if you noticed, I'm sure some fans did, but during the tea party episode that went down, there were definite red flags. I'm going to show you some shots from Monday's episode to lay out what happened and why I am very certain that Martin drugged Ronnie. First of all, we've got Martin and Lulu. They were in the foyer of the mansion, just to remind you of the scene. Then Stella invited Martin into the lounge and introduced him to Ronnie. You can see he's holding out his hand, forcing her to shake it, which means Martin made Ronnie set down her cup, basically to be polite. And just to make it clear something was about to happen after Martin reached out to take her hand, the camera zoomed in on Ronnie's teacup after she set it down, which is not for nothing. Martin's opportunity on General Hospital. Then Stella and Ronnie stepped away to chat. They were near a photo of Monica Quartermaine, Leslie Charlson, while Martin was over by the table where the teacups were. And he was checking something on his phone ostensibly while all the ladies in the room were busy chatting. He then came over to say goodbye to Ronnie Stella and he left the mansion. Then they showed Ronnie go over and she got that same teacup. And we saw her sipping her tea alone. You could see Olivia Falconeri, Lisa Lo Cicero, and I think it was Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, and Liz Weber, Rebecca Herbst, and Brooke Lynn standing behind her. It wasn't long after that Natalia started acting out, kind of running her mouth, feeling off-kilter, and feeling really dizzy and sick. So, yeah, I absolutely think that Martin showed up there with the intent to slip something into Ronnie's tea. And I think he got away with it. A history of deception on GH. Why Martin is framing Tracy Quartermaine. I think he figured out Tracy would likely take the blame because she is known to despise Ronnie. It's no secret around town. Plus, Martin assumed Tracy would be blamed for drugging Ronnie because Martin knows Tracy's history. If you remember back in 2020, she framed Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, for drunk driving. That was after Ned Ashton, Wally Kurth, and Alexis had had a one-night stand, and Tracy didn't want Olivia to find out. So, she set up Alexis. It was this convoluted plot. Olivia was quick to call out Tracy in front of everybody about the Alexis incident. Tracy was kind of appalled that friends and family thought she would drug Ronnie, but I mean, it is in her wheelhouse. So clearly Tracy's capable of it. But in this instance, I think she's innocent and that it was all Martin. By the way, I do not think that Ronnie is Martin's co-conspirator at all. The more I see this, I think that Ronnie is a tool who's basically going to be collateral damage in Martin's revenge game against Tracy. I think Martin legit wanted to tell Monica about the letter from Ronnie that he had found at Drew Kane Quartermaine's, Cameron Matheson, house. But before Martin could reach Monica, she suddenly and sadly passed away. From there, I think Martin decided to take advantage of the circumstances to lash out at Tracy for what she's done to him. I suspect that Martin knows the lawyer that did Monica's estate planning. Martin might have worked with him or been a friend of his. So I suspect he accessed the lawyer's files and altered Monica's will so Ronnie would get the house and all Tracy got was a jar of pickle relish. Unraveling the forgery. Did Martin alter Monica's will on General Hospital? Even if Monica was going to leave the house to Ronnie, the pickle relish move was not something Monica would have done. As Tracy said, she wasn't cruel. But Martin wants karma to bite Tracy right in the butt. If you remember, she got Martin arrested not that long ago. Tracy wanted Martin gone because he was Drew's lawyer and Tracy and Drew were battling over him using the Quartermain name. So, Tracy made sure Martin got arrested over some back alimony to a few of his many ex-wives. He finally came back and he's been furious with Tracy ever since. He hates her. Plus, Martin's broke because of this incident. He even had to move in with his sister Laura Spencer, Jeannie Francis. And he's stuck doing Drew's dirty work basically because he needs the money. Also, Martin cannot stand how Tracy throws her money and influence around to get what she wants. Martin really wants Tracy to get what's coming to her. He recently said that to Drew. He said that karma would get Tracy. That's why I think Martin staged this whole thing. I think Ronnie legit thinks her sister Monica blessed her with this inheritance. Maybe because she had lived such a hard life and they had been separated so young as sisters. As for Monica's will, Tracy's right. That will is a forgery. It just wasn't Ronnie who forged it. I think she's in the dark. And I think she's innocent. I think it was no stranger to scandal, betrayal, and shocking secrets. But this one takes the cake. In a stunning twist that nobody saw coming, General Hospital fans are about to see the charming Southern lawyer Martin Gray cross a dangerous line. When it comes to protecting his fortune, his reputation, and the woman he loves, Martin proves he's far more ruthless than anyone ever imagined. The latest whispers from the hospital halls suggest that Martin may be secretly drugging Ronnie, and when the truth comes out, it could destroy lives, careers, and relationships all over town. Martin's calm cracks. For months, Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, has been the picture of cool confidence, sipping his martinis, flirting his way through crisis, and managing to stay out of Port Charles's worst storms. But lately, that calm demeanor has started to slip. Ever since Lucy, Lynn Herring, began poking into the mystery surrounding his finances and his connection to Ronnie, Martin has been a bundle of nerves. Rumor has it that Ronnie, a key figure from Martin's past dealings in Pine Valley, has arrived in Port Charles with a purpose, and it's not good news for Martin. Ronnie allegedly has dirt on a shady offshore account Martin's been hiding, one that could expose not only his tax evasion but also tie him to a medical malpractice fund gone wrong. At first, Martin tried his usual tricks: charm, cash, and persuasion. But Ronnie didn't scare easily. Instead, Ronnie taunted Martin, threatening to go to the SEC, to Laura, even to Lucy. That's when something dark inside Martin snapped. The cocktail of betrayal. In a scene that could go down as one of the year's most shocking betrayals, Martin decides to take matters into his own hands. Literally. At the Metro Court Bar, he offers Ronnie a drink, smiling in that lazy, southern drawl. "Just one for old time's sake," he says. But this isn't just bourbon, it's a carefully prepared cocktail laced with a sedative. The whispers are clear. Martin is secretly drugging Ronnie to keep him under control. Not to kill him, at least not yet, but to keep him confused, disoriented, and easier to manipulate. It's a slow, deliberate scheme designed to protect Martin's secret while making Ronnie appear unstable to everyone else. And it works, for a while. Ronnie starts having dizzy spells, memory lapses, and uncharacteristic outbursts. He stumbles during meetings with Anna Devane, mumbles half-truths to Laura Collins, and can't seem to keep his story straight. Soon, word spreads through Port Charles that Ronnie may be using drugs or suffering from a mental breakdown. Martin, meanwhile, plays the part of the concerned friend perfectly. He tells Lucy that Ronnie's been off his rocker for years, a tragic soul lost to bad choices. Lucy buys it, for now. But this is General Hospital, and secrets never stay buried. Lucy smells trouble. Lucy Coe's instincts have always been razor-sharp when it comes to men, especially Martin. Though their relationship has been filled with love, laughter, and a fair share of misunderstandings, Lucy starts to sense that something isn't right. One evening, she overhears Martin on a hushed phone call outside the Metro Court restaurant. The words dosage, memory gaps, and keep it quiet catch her attention. At first, she brushes it off. Maybe he's talking about a client's case. But when she later sees Martin slipping something into Ronnie's drink at the bar, her heart sinks. Could the man she loves really be capable of something this cruel? Lucy's torn. Should she confront Martin or gather more proof first? Fans know Lucy's no stranger to schemes herself, But this betrayal cuts deep. Lucy confides in Felicia, who immediately encourages her to go to Anna Devane. But Lucy hesitates. If she's wrong, she could ruin Martin's life. If she's right, Port Charles is about to witness one of its most devastating scandals. The fallout begins. Meanwhile, Ronnie's condition worsens. He collapses outside Kelly's diner after an argument with Chase, and is rushed to General Hospital. There, T.J. Ashford runs toxicology, and the results raise eyebrows. Ronnie's blood contains traces of a sedative that doesn't match any prescription on record. Anna gets wind of the report and begins investigating who had access to Ronnie in the days leading up to his collapse. Security footage from the Metro court shows Martin handing Ronnie several drinks in the week prior, and suddenly, the dots start connecting. Anna pays Martin a visit, asking some pointed questions. His trademark charm falters. The tension is thick. Martin insists he was just being hospitable, but his nervous laughter tells another story. Behind the scenes, Lucy's guilt eats away at her. She finally admits to Anna what she saw: Martin tampering with Ronnie's drink. It's the confirmation Anna needs. A search warrant is issued for Martin's office, and what the PCPD finds shocks everyone. Vials of sedatives, a stash of forged prescriptions, and detailed notes about Ronnie's episodes. The confrontation. When Martin is brought in for questioning, the usually unflappable lawyer breaks. He claims he never meant to hurt Ronnie, only to protect himself. He admits that Ronnie had been blackmailing him over a financial scandal years old, one that could have cost him his career and his relationship with Lucy. "I just needed him quiet," Martin says in a tearful confession. "I didn't mean for it to go this far." But for Anna, that's not good enough. Intent doesn't erase betrayal. Martin Gray is charged with assault and tampering, and the fallout spreads fast. Lucy is devastated, torn between love and fury. Laura feels blindsided, knowing another secret within her family has exploded into chaos. Even Valentine, Martin's longtime friend and sometime client, distances himself. He quietly tells Martin, "You played a dangerous game, and you lost." A dangerous new chapter. But in true General Hospital fashion, this story is far from over. Just when it seems Martin's fate is sealed, Ronnie wakes up. Weak but alive, Ronnie claims he has no memory of recent events, except one thing: Martin wasn't the only one who wanted him silenced. Could someone else have tampered with Ronnie's medication? Was Martin set up? Or is this just another layer in his elaborate web of deceit? As Port Charles buzzes with speculation, one thing is certain: Martin Gray has crossed a line that may forever change how the town sees him. No amount of Southern charm or smooth talk can undo what he's done, or what's coming next.